Well, there you go. Shall we introduce ourselves?
Yeah, we can totally introduce ourselves. All right. Senor Brown, would you like to introduce yourself first?
Hello, everyone. My name is James Carl Brown, better known as JC.
But what? Not Jesus Christ, just JC.
Indeed. Thanks for the clarification, Josh. What's that?
Nothing.
Oh.
All right. Well, I'm Joshua Shelton here. That's it, or Jash, whatever you want to call me. Yeah. All right, boys.
Hi, my name's AC. That's long for Anthony Cooper. I like DC and Marvel.
Oh, hot take.
Hot take.
All right.
My name is Curtis Cooper, and I like Batman.
Hey, I
Me
100%
too.
that. I stand that.
And cartoons in general.
Oh,
Same.
truth.
You might even call yourself a cartoon critic.
Or a
There
cartoon.
you go. I do have a Disney podcast, Cartoon
Shameless
Critic.
plug.
Check that out.
Or a
All you millions of listeners out there.
Oh, yeah.
or a cartoonosaur.
We just reached a new podcast milestone. We're 10 times as popular as Joe Rogan. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah,
Wow. That's
Guys are
exciting.
yeah. I hear you. He's pretty small now. So, boys, we watched the first 6 episodes of the 2004 series, The Batman.
Hey, yes, as you can see.
We sure did.
Yep.
So, did you all want to go through it episode by episode and kind of give our thoughts on each one?
We can. I watched recently, but my memory sometimes goes blah. So yeah, we can try to go episode by episode.
Okay. I'm gonna.
I mean, we don't have to give like plot summaries or anything.
We'll
just
probably
like,
just go over like the villains, and
Yeah.
Batman and stuff.
Yeah, and like just what we thought.
Okay. So
So-
episode 1,
Yeah.
The Bat and the Belfry.
Yes, the Bat and the Belfry. So this. Okay, so I actually have a fun fact about this, which I told JC. And so the Bat and the Belfry introduces one of the biggest Batman villains of all time, if not the biggest Batman villain. And I was surprised how fast they did it. They're just like,
I
hey,
know.
here's the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forgot they introduced him in the first episode. I've seen the first season of this a long time ago.
Yeah. I thought it was like episode 9.
Yeah.
But also, fun fact, they introduced the Joker in Batman the Animated Series in like episode 2. So,
True.
you know, shows
Because
me.
the first Batman animated series episode was the Man Bat episode, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Where Kirkman's son at first was to he became the Man Bat, but then Batman took him down, and then the father, Robert Kirkland, or known as Kirk, he was the original Man Bat. Yeah, Man Bat actually got its own series. It only lasted 2 issues, actually.
Well,
But
there you go.
crazy stuff about Man Bat. I read up on him last night, actually.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, so first episode of The Batman. Joker. Any hot takes?
I personally love this rendition of the Joker. I think it gives such a different energy to the Joker.
He
As
does.
opposed to just trying to be like this crime lord. He's a lot more like physical, like maybe a little bit animalistic in how he moves and how he fights. He's a lot more up close and personal, which I like.
Yeah.
He's very fluid kind of movement. And he has a whole different kind of he uses his feet a lot, Josh.
Yes, he
He
does.
does. He really does.
Oh, yeah.
I totally agree with you guys. I like how physical this Joker is. He's got his crazy stunts and the things that he does. But yeah, this Joker was like super physical, which I think made him more of an equal to Batman compared to some Jokers that just try to out crazy him. So yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of the Jokers are more distance fighters, whereas this one's willing to get his hands dirty.
Yeah, he does the fighting himself.
And I also appreciated how strategic he was with using the Draken boxes and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
What
yeah.
he was doing.
He did.
He had a plan. He executed that plan. It was great.
Man, wasn't it the creepy laughing faces for this one looked extra creepy?
Yeah, they went really hard with those.
They went really
Smile.
which kind of introduces the art style of the whole show, which I don't know if we want to talk about because I have I like it and I dislike it at the same time.
Okay.
Oh, yeah?
So why?
What do you like, Josh?
What do I like about the art style? The dimness of Gotham. I like how dark they make the entire, city at all times, whether it's kind of daylight and not. It's just kind of like dark shaded.
Side note, I did like that we got to see Batman operate at like dawn a couple of times.
Yeah.
Or like during the day, jumping ahead to the Catwoman episode.
Yeah.
It was cool to see him fight a little bit during the day.
It was.
And I think he fought some during the day during the Mr. Freeze episode as well.
Oh yeah, the flashback. It was during the day.
Yeah. I think Bane was during the day.
Oh, well, was Bane?
No, I thought it was at night.
I think he was at nighttime. It was just a well-lit area.
That could be.
Yeah, I think that's right.
So what else do you like, Josh, about the art style and animation?
Okay, what do I don't like or what? All right.
Is that all you like?
No, I mean the art style. I like how Batman was portrayed. I like the suit, which is
Real good.
Yeah,
Solid suit.
I like the talons at the end of his hands.
Yeah.
Those are so cool.
Those are super cool. I'm a huge fan too. I think Josh like 2 years ago would have said nah, but this Josh is down
That
for
was a young man. This is a mature man.
Yeah, I like the talons. It kind of brings the animal out of the Batman.
And we just need to devote an entire section to talking about the gadgets.
Oh, the theatrics?
No, the gadgets.
Oh, the gadgets. Yes. Oh my goodness. I love how
Batwave.
Like, I mean, he obviously can fight and it shows his fighting, but it also shows the gadgets and his detective skills.
Oh yeah. With this Batman, we get to really see the mind working, which I love. And yeah, the Batwave and just
that's something that I don't know if I like so much.
Why is that?
The function of the Batwave kind of made sense, but the name seems a little childish. I don't know.
Batarang is very manly.
Yeah, I get that, but those were those were introduced a long time ago. This was like the Batwave was a concept that was completely introduced in the show.
Do you want him to call it the Wave?
The Wave. I don't know.
All right.
Bat signal. I mean, he could have still called it the Bat signal. Just it was.
But that would be redundant later on, though.
Yeah, it would. Yeah,
okay, well, I haven't seen later on, so how would I know?
Well, but you know the Bat signal's coming, Josh.
I guess so. I don't know.
But okay, my take on
Vengeance Wave. Yeah. Murder Wave. Yeah.
Murder Wave. Yes. My take is that the entire Batwave is ahead of its time.
Okay.
It's
his own
like,
wireless network.
if I'm using this term correctly, it's like the Internet of Things. It binds all of his gadgets together and allows him to utilize them with 21st century technology, like calling his car to him.
Okay, that's something I did really like. I like how he could call his car to him. I was like, okay, like that would have been super awesome to have. And it's in some Batman the Animated Series in the future, he does further in the show, he does do that. Calls the Batmobile to him. Was it Michael Keaton's Batman who did that as well?
I haven't seen those movies.
You have? Are you serious?
I haven't. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Michael Keaton's Batman. He called the Batmobile to him. Yeah, but okay. I guess I'm hearing, understanding your, the positive perks of Batwave. But okay, I did not like the Batmobile though.
Oh, the Batmobile is the lamest looking thing ever.
I thought it was okay.
No, I really cannot with the Batmobile in this show.
It looks like a Hot Wheel.
It is a Hot Wheel. It's like someone grabbed a Lamborghini, like an old Lamborghini, and just put a bunch of stuff on it. It was like, hey, here's the Batmobile. Like that's what that's the same gist I get out of the Batmobile that they introduced or they showed in the Batman, the movie, like the one coming out. They just like got an old car and they're like throw a bunch of stuff on it. All right.
Oh yeah, I like that one, but I'm not a huge fan of this one. JC, what do you think of this Batmobile?
This version of the Batmobile from this show isn't my favorite, but later on you guys will see that they upgrade it, and I like the upgrade a lot more.
All right. So
okay. All right.
That's my personal opinion. You all might think the new upgrade looks even more Hot Wheelie. I don't know. But
I like the new Batmobile. I think it's pretty okay.
I love the blue highlights. I love just how it operates. I am a fan of this one. It's not
the color scheme is fine. It just looks too boxy to me.
And remember, this is the younger Batman, so he hasn't gotten everything down to the little fines.
He's younger-ish. He'd been going for 3 years. So
that's a young Batman.
Yeah, I mean he's like our age.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
It's hard to grasp.
I know, right? We're Batman's age now.
Yeah, we're Batman's age. All right, so did
anyone else have any other hot takes about the Bat and the Belfry?
The Bat and the Belfry. Oh, fun fact. All right, that's right. That I had for here. All right, so Bruce Timm actually voiced one of the Arkham escapees during the Bat and the Belfry.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
So who is Bruce Timm to our listeners who might not know?
All right, Bruce Timm is a huge contributor to the Batman world. He also contributed, I think he created Batman Beyond as well. So he later on in Batman's Batman's Strongest Points, he wrote a ton for Batman. And he also contributed to Batman the Animated Series, basically created that, and Batman Beyond.
Yep.
So he's pretty big in the Batman world. And there's also a big name drop, but that's not until episode 7, I think.
Oh, well, we're not there yet.
We're not there. Well, okay. The mayor is never introduced in episodes 1 through 6, right?
I don't remember.
Did we ever see the? Does anybody remember? Okay. Well, the mayor
I don't think
is special, and you'll recognize his voice right when you hear it.
Okay. Well, that'll be for episode.
Yeah, that'll be
whatever we're calling the next one.
So yeah, no more hot takes on the Batman. Okay.
Well, before we move on, this is the episode where we're introduced to Ellen Yin and Detective Ethan Bennett.
Yes, which if you're a Batman fan, you know who Ethan Bennett is, but all right. So
is Ethan Bennett from the comics?
Huh?
Is Ethan Bennett from the comics?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, okay. He was introduced. He might have been a character that was introduced via the Batman the Animated Series.
Gotcha.
I will fact check this later.
I don't remember seeing him outside of this show, so that's.
Is Ellen Yen an original character for this show?
I think she is.
Is she?
Yeah, I've never seen her elsewhere.
Yeah, I have never seen her elsewhere either.
Voiced by the amazing Ming-Na Wen.
Yeah, I thought she sounded really familiar.
Yep. Who plays what's her face from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
She plays Agent Yang.
What's her name?
May.
Agent May.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, same voice.
So May is Ellen Yin.
Yep.
And Kevin Michael Richardson was Joker.
Yes, he was.
That's what his name is.
Pulling that diversity.
So he is Kilowog from Green Lantern series.
Animated series, which is a great series.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm gonna start watching today.
Yes, you did?
I'm going to start watching it.
Oh, dude, you
Nice.
missed you. Such a good series. All right, so I
Okay,
guess
so what were our thoughts on Ethan and Ellen?
I enjoy that we have like some main characters that we can, find their story. And if you keep watching, which I did like a while back, I think you'll get to like enjoy having them as characters other than just strictly focusing on Batman and like Alfred.
Yeah, I like that we got some new blood in the police force, not just Commissioner Gordon and Harvey.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, true. And this commissioner, his hatred for Batman is not new to Batman animated series. They always hate the Batman in first.
Is this the same commissioner? Because isn't it normally Loeb who's before?
Yeah, it usually is. This is just a new guy, I guess.
They switched a few things up for this show.
Yeah,
That's what I thought. Interesting. But I really like that we get to see more of just Bruce Wayne's human side come out through Ethan. And I think a genuine side of Bruce Wayne that we normally don't get to see in other Batman content.
Yeah, we see a lot more Bruce Wayne in this than I feel like we see most of the time. Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We do get to see a lot of Bruce Wayne.
Like, JC, didn't you say in Brave the Bold it's only Batman like the whole time besides like
It's
one
like-
of the men?
Yeah.
Minus one episode.
Wow.
Yeah.
That mask never comes off except for one episode, and it is impactful in my opinion.
Interesting. That's interesting how they take that because like this show, both Batman the animated series and this show, they like to grasp the concept of which is more effective, Bruce Wayne or the Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, which we see in the Firefly episode.
Ooh.
What did you guys think of Bruce Wayne's design?
I like it.
Yeah, I think he's all right.
Yeah, you're solid.
Yeah, I would say all right.
I
That's
don't.
good enough.
I think he looks like an attractive Playboy billionaire who's around our age.
All right, there we go. What more needs to be said?
There we go. So what did you all think of Alfred?
I loved him.
Oh, I love
him.
I love how snarky he is in this one.
Oh yeah.
He is. He's like extra snarky for only 3 years. They've been at it for 3 years, and he's already like, I'm tired. I'm just like, yo, Alfred, man, you got a lot more to go.
A lot more.
Well, and he's a lot more like just active with Batman than a lot of other Alfreds have been.
Yeah, that's true. Like, instead of Batman doing all the work and Alfred just sitting there looking up stuff randomly, he's really
We're just healing him. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Penguin episode, which I think is episode 2.
Yeah, that's the next one.
Episode 3 actually.
3.
Next one's Bane.
Next one's what?
What?
Bane is the next one.
Oh, Bane was episode 2?
Yeah. I'm looking at the
We
official
watched
right now.
we watched in the other order.
We watched Penguins and Bane.
Yeah. The way it shows in DC, it shows Penguin then Bane.
Well, I'm just looking off of the Wikipedia right now. Episode 2 is
So it is possible. It does it with some shows. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard the show Firefly, but where certain so if a show is released, sometimes they'll switch some of the episodes around to even though one episode is released before the other.
Right.
So in DC, I'm pretty sure in DC, the app, DC Online, episode 2 is Penguin.
We can go off that list. That's fine.
All right.
So, do we want to go ahead and talk about Penguin then?
Live together.
What's up?
Sure. Did 3 of the 4 of us watch the Penguin 1 second?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go with Penguin next then.
That works.
What's the title of that episode?
Call of the Cobblepots.
Yeah, it's called the Cobblepots.
Oh, the Cobblepots.
Oh yeah.
What a gross boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we all.
Way
could
grosser
have
in the Michael
voiced
Keaton
it.
movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I think we all know the voice.
Yep.
That is the Ice King / SpongeBob.
Yeah. He sounds.
Kenny.
He sounds almost just like the Ice King, like straight.
Oh
up.
yeah.
He's the Ice King, just more vicious, coming at you.
Yeah, I enjoyed his voice, but I also like it when they make him like give him like the British or Australian voice. Sometimes they'll do that. Which they
Yeah.
in the Arkham series they do that.
Oh, interesting. Huh.
Yeah.
I
Because
thought-
He's exactly how I think the Penguin would sound.
his family was British royalty.
Yeah, it's true.
They were like super rich. They were not like Wayne status, but they were super rich back in Britain.
Yeah.
So where he is in Gotham, which they stayed in the show.
Yeah, they go into it.
Which is kind of interesting why the Penguin doesn't have a British voice, but Alfred still does, even though their family comes from the same area.
Well, they don't really specify where he grew up.
That's cool. Just that was Alfred's grandfather, and I guess the Penguin's grandparents as well.
Yeah. All we really know about Penguin is he spent a lot of time in the Orient, apparently.
Yeah,
And a
The
bunch of
Orient.
things there.
for like 4 lines. I guess you learned that in the Orient.
The Orient.
I learned that in the Orient.
And Batman, like, let me guess, the Orient.
The Orient.
Which was kind of interesting name for, basically China, but
Yeah, I was wondering, is that a racist term for Asian countries,
okay.
or
so
is that okay to say?
I would say that you could almost take it as somewhat racist because it was China.
Like, that's the way I initially took it.
I didn't take
Oh, we're losing them.
Oh no, it's slow motion.
Yeah. So yeah, it was China.
But yeah, I'd probably say that of the 6-pack of episodes that we're discussing, this was probably my least favorite episode.
Okay.
Okay. I did appreciate from this episode that we got.
Because I didn't think it was against Penguin.
some of the choreography I thought was really
Yeah, like when they were fighting around the tree, that was neat.
Oh yeah, that was super cool. The fight around the tree. It was interesting though that like every villain that Batman goes up against is almost equal with him on footing until he figures out until he has time to prepare.
Until it gets prep time. You gotta get that prep time, dude.
no one left me on prep time.
Yeah, which I guess happens in a lot of superhero shows where when they come across a villain or someone, an enemy, they always somehow one-up them and escape.
Yeah.
They gotta fill the 20 minutes.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I guess so.
And it gives the main hero an arc where they can't beat them, but they figure out how to.
Yeah, which is kind of Batman's thing, but I believe that Batman could probably take Penguin right off the streets before he knew anything. But anyway.
Oh, yeah. They just gotta come up with ways to nerf him in the episode.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, I kind of agree as well that this was one of my least favorite episodes. There was another episode that I didn't like so much at all. But I did like how Alfred started to do some work in this episode.
Yes, we get to see him be a lot more independent and going off on his own.
Yeah, so he tries to, infiltrate Penguin's house and whatever. So, but then he realizes I should leave that to Batman. So we got a short bit of Alfred trying to do some hero work.
Yep. I appreciate the episode at least for that.
Yeah, that's one thing I did appreciate about the episode. So.
I think in general, the show has been exploring the relationship between Batman and Alfred more so, like in a more healthy way than most shows portray it. Because we actually get to
that's true.
Depend upon each other, rely on each other, and it's not just Batman ordering Alfred around.
True, it's not. Yeah, it's a relationship of interdependence where like, hey, I need you and you need me to survive.
You all are really quiet for some reason. Can you all turn up your volume somehow?
Oh, I don't know what happened.
Do you have it on speakerphone? I don't know. Or is that not a thing? Probably not a thing.
I don't know. I mean, according to to this little green thing here. We're talking quite a bit, but to a good volume.
Anthony's gonna have to patch himself in because it's hard for us to crowd around and hear you all.
All right.
I'm coming.
So yeah, I guess not too much to say about episode 2, other than got to see some Alfred action.
Yeah.
Cool fight at the end.
Oh, we didn't mention the Kabuki Twins.
The what?
The Kabuki Twins.
Oh yeah, those things were wild.
They were vicious.
Yeah, super vicious. There was like when they fought him the first time, they were like going at it, and then he threw a batarang or something, and then they like deflected it, and it cut off part of like I don't know what you would call those things, where the fire escapes are, I guess. And it starts falling off Batman, and he's like running, and then he rolls, and then all of a sudden they're going like 60 miles an hour in a car right at him. And I don't know how in the world that happened. like in a matter of seconds, they were in a car, driving straight at him.
I didn't catch that.
I was like, what in the world? Because I was trying to with the theatrics, because let's be honest, the theatrics of the show are not so realistic, which is understandable. It's a Batman, but there was a lot of not so realistic or like things like, how did that happen in that show? Like sometimes in their high-speed chases, there's cars, and then sometimes when they're driving down the road, there's not a car in sight.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know what a road is in Gotham. Like what? like really? In this show, I don't understand what is a road. There's just random spaces in which they're driving.
Oh well, I guess. I mean, it could be that the time of day being the middle of the night, maybe there wouldn't be as many drivers.
I mean, I guess so.
I don't know.
Yeah, just like some of the things, I'm like, okay, this is not so realistic, but I understand why.
And there's that time where Batman just drives into oncoming traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anything else from episode 2 before we move on to, I believe, Bane?
Not really.
Not really.
No.
Oh, there was so is it ever specified like if those 2 penguin guards are human or not? Are they like robots?
I'm pretty sure they're robots.
Okay, cool.
The Kabuki Twins.
So yeah, what'd you all think of Bane?
Okay, so I guess I'll start. I love Bane pre-Venom. Like the whole dark mask, like kind of look where he's super mysterious. I'm just like, it's super cool. He almost looks like Twice from My Hero, or no, it wasn't Twice. Who's that character from My Hero who creates copies of himself? The hero, not Twice.
Are you talking about the Phantom guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember what his name is.
I don't either, but he reminded me of him. So I like the trench coat and the mysterious look. They didn't take the whole Spaniard, the whole Spanish, military kind of approach. But
He sort of had a Spanish accent, didn't he?
His accent kind of changed in every scene.
It did.
Did it?
Yeah, sometimes it was kind of a hint of Spanish, and then other times it was just,
Russian.
Yeah. No, it did sound strange in different scenes. It wasn't very consistent.
Interesting.
But yeah, I thought pre-Venom Bane looked pretty unique.
Yeah, with the no face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was.
And
I liked it. I thought that was super cool.
what about post-Venom?
I no.
You didn't like
first
big,
of all,
hulking...
why did his skin turn red? Is he like a Ben 10 character? Like, or is
He kind of looked like a Ben 10
Yeah,
character.
he looked kind of generic.
He looks a little clumsy.
He literally looked like a Ben 10 character, or like Raven's dad almost. But
Trigon.
Trigon, yeah, Trigon, but drawn by a third grader. Like,
yeah, he has a very unique art style.
yeah, no, I did not like Bane when he would use Venom.
I appreciated his size and how formidable he seemed.
Yeah, the formidableness, or even if that's a word, I don't know. How strong he was, like the strength of Bane, I appreciate it. You know, like where he kind of quote unquote broke the bat during the episode.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
We can't hear you guys.
Well, they're like cutting in and out.
Yeah.
You guys there? Oh my.
I don't know. So, like, your take on Bane, like, did you like Red Monster?
I didn't hate it. It's not as, I don't know, visually appealing as it could be at times.
Yeah,
He's just kind of rage monster, kind of like Red Hulk or something.
Yeah.
Oh no, we lost him.
True. Yeah, he was kind of like Red Hulk, but with Joker teeth.
Yeah. His teeth are kind of weird.
They were like a zipper. I don't get it.
Yeah, I really didn't understand how his mask formed around his mouth and...
Yeah, that didn't make any sense.
I don't get it either.
Very interesting artistic choices.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah, so that's another thing about the art style or just the artist choice that I'm a little not. I don't enjoy it that much. But
yeah. I think Joker is like the best of the art, and then Bane might be one of the worst.
Yeah.
So, what do you think of the Bat bot thing?
I thought that was neat.
I loved the Batbot.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. The design of it and how it worked, that was pretty cool.
I really liked it too.
Love the Batbot. I loved how it looked like inside. How his arm wasn't the full thing. Like,
yeah,
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I almost got Pacific Rim vibes, like of how it worked. Just to be like one person and kind of moving their body around, but not really.
Yeah.
I kind of got some Hulkbuster vibes from it.
Oh, yeah, I would say.
Yeah.
It's probably more like it. Yeah, Hulkbuster.
He's going to have to tune it up a little bit if he's going to kill Superman with it later, though.
Yeah.
True.
Well, like his fights with Superman don't even have this much armor usually. Like in The Dark Knight Returns, you could see his face.
Yeah.
Like this was a straight up
True.
like monster robot. So I don't know if that speaks to Bane's power or just I don't know. Because Bane almost took him out in the Batbot.
Yeah. He was ripping it apart.
Yeah, he was ripping that thing apart until Batman, like a last minute,
Gave him the juice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shocked that boy.
Shocked him.
So, was there any significance to the gangsters that hired Bane?
Probably later on.
Yeah, they seemed okay. So when they were talking to themselves, they were like, "Oh, he thought we left, blah blah blah." This, So I guess they were powerful gangsters at one point, and just hid in the shadows, and then found Bane and hired Bane. So, but JC can totally speak to it. Like, do they become significant characters?
I really don't recall them ever being a major presence, but it could just be that I never really tracked them before.
Gotcha.
So it'll be interesting to see if they ever come back. if I even remember what they looked like.
True. Yeah.
True.
They were pretty forgettable.
But yeah, when they were
I
speaking,
agree.
they were like, "Oh, he thought we left." So it seems like they had a significant power in Gotham until Batman came on the scene, and then he drove them underground.
Yeah. I think
Hmm.
just from where the show's positioned, I feel like Batman's already dealt with the mob at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it seems like it.
for years. So
And this is where the crazies are coming out to meet him finally.
yeah, and Batman does ask himself like a question, like all the crazies seem to come out. He's like, "Is that me bringing the crazies?" Which is something.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, in a sense, it kind of is. You know, and the Joker touches on that in the first episode of how crazy he is in challenging Batman's sanity, and he's like,
Yeah, and he's like, you, why aren't you in here with me?
yeah.
Yep.
I was like, all right, like, yeah, okay.
He's not wrong. So, are there any other major thoughts about this episode?
No,
I liked when he was like trying to hide from the two detectives, and he was like in the ceiling. Then he had to like lure them away with the car.
Uh-huh.
true.
Yeah, he had to like hang off of one of his broken bones, it looked like.
Yeah.
Honestly, it cracked me up every time one of the officers ran into Batman because they're like freeze, and then he like looks at him and he's like I gotta go, and then he just like darts out. It's absolutely hilarious. Like there's one.
Yeah, like Batman gets caught a lot in this show, it seems
Yeah, he
like.
does. They see him all the time, and I think that this might be speaking to his humanity or lack of experience. I guess we'll see further in the show which one it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, he does get caught a ton, and it's like kind of like a deer in the headlights kind of look, and then he just like, shoots out a window or something like that. I think it's kind of funny every time I see it. Just like, oh shoot, gotta go.
And I kind of appreciate the continuity in that before this, especially in like the first episode, Batman was kind of a rumor. They're like, he might be real, he might not be real. But then as we progress through these first few episodes, as he's getting caught, as people are talking about him, he's a lot more tangible to them. They know that he exists. So I like seeing that continuity.
So he was able to hold that for, as we keep bringing up, 3 years. So he was able to hold the fact that he was possibly a myth for 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like we just said, it seems like the Batman takes place right when like the more colorful villains are kind of like coming on the scene, like the more like they touch on the fact like, oh, they might be like imitators of Batman and like just the theatrics of it all.
Yeah, the Catwoman episode brings that up.
Yep.
Were you gonna say something, Nathan?
No, I agreed with everything, dog.
Nice. So are we ready for episode 4, I guess?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on my list, that is The Man Who Would Be Bat.
The what?
I think that's right.
Oh yeah, the Man-Bat episode. I completely forgot that episode even happened.
That's what I was talking about. Like in this, Robert Kirkland Langstrom is like older dude, but his son, who is a scientist, becomes Man-Bat at first.
Are you talking about in Batman the Animated Series?
No, this happened in the Batman. The younger guy becomes Man-Bat first.
No.
No?
There was only Dr. Langstrom.
No, it's just the old guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're getting your Batman shows confused.
I am getting them mixed up. Okay, that
You're
happened.
crossing the beams.
Okay, yeah. Well, I just wanted to compare the first 2 episodes, or the first episode of each show to see how they started off.
So what was your actual comparison then? How did they compare?
Okay, so I loved the mystery and the suspense that the Batman started on. The Batman started on like this whole like shadowy character who moves super fast in the shadows and then just like pounces. And I liked that. That was like super cool. And I loved the first episode of Batman the Animated Series because it really emphasizes his detective skills.
Yeah.
Which is something that the show Batman the Animated Series does, is like it emphasizes some of the world's greatest detective, which sometimes we just don't get enough content with that title. But so yeah, I enjoyed each episode very much.
For different reasons.
Show over the animated series, but we'll see. I don't think I ever will. But I don't.
I mean, that's your favorite show of all time, Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But
there's a lot of nostalgia associated with it.
So what do we think about this Man-Bat episode?
I thought it was really interesting. The take they took on him, because it was okay. So originally, Man-Bat was meant to cure deafness or blindness, either one. It switches kind of back and forth. But so that's what his research was originally supposed to do, and that's what they hinted at, and he in the show. So his research was supposed to do, he couldn't find any research subjects, so he started using it on his own. However, in the show, he becomes Man-Bat because he wants to be the next Batman, or better.
Yep. He wants to be feared.
Yeah.
And I like how he lies to Batman about the deafness, and then he goes to and then he's like doing the hand thing and doing the sign language.
I love that scene, just in terms of like what it tells us about like this version of Bruce. Like I love how like boots on the ground Bruce is with like, oh, like I can help this person out, and like not just focusing on like the heady like Batman Wayne Enterprises stuff.
Yeah.
I think this version of Bruce Wayne is such a better person than Bruce Wayne's ever been portrayed before.
No, I can see that argument. Like I think he definitely he seems more empathetic than a lot of other versions I've seen him in.
He's not so focused on being the mask yet.
True.
Yeah.
He's still a good person.
And he's quick to think like, oh, like maybe I don't remember what episode it was. I think it was in the Freeze episode where he's like, oh, maybe I should like just hang it up and retire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Batman 7 or 8 years down the line is like, no, like I'm gonna do this the rest of my life. But like
yeah.
3 years in, he's like, no, like I have a little bit more of a life than I will.
Yeah.
Alfred holds him accountable to the Bruce Wayne role, because there's sometimes he as Bruce Wayne, he does get caught up in the whole Batman hole of just being the Batman, but then Alfred's like, nah, you gotta be Bruce Wayne sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
That's something, like, there's one reason why I think this Batman character does do more Bruce Wayne things, is because of Alfred.
I think so. Definitely.
But also didn't really agree with keeping Kirk inside Wayne Tower. So.
What do you mean?
He said, well, he was like, it probably, like, he's like, I told you it probably wasn't the wisest idea to have him doing his research.
Oh, so you're saying how Bruce blew off Alfred?
Yeah, kind of. Just trying to, help him as best as he could.
Yeah. I really liked seeing the business side of Batman, even if only for a couple seconds, the CEO. How he was just like, that's like being kept in the dark, but I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, he started his conversation with Langstrom, and I'm like, oh, shoot, Bruce Wayne has come out. Oh, man, that was great.
I really liked, getting to see the CEO aspect, because we rarely ever see that.
Yeah.
He's usually just the CEO who blows off the meetings and is a terrible leader. But, for a couple seconds there, he seemed like a pretty good boss.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think I have too many thoughts on the Man Bat episode though.
I
thought
liked
it
his
was-
design. I thought it was creepy.
His design was creepy, which was cool. It's like almost a cartoon version of the design in the Arkham Knight, which I think the design in Arkham Knight was awesome. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's especially his first transformation, where it was like it was honestly a little scary when I was a kid. Not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was pretty scary. I do like the pants, to keep the pants on.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Yeah.
He's got these pants on. I'm like, it's a pantsful bat. He's got pants. I don't know. I thought it was hilarious. I kept laughing at the pants.
Yeah.
Sorry, I lost you for a second.
Oh, that's so good. I was wondering, like if this was Netflix, would they still have pants on it today? If this came out in 2020?
Nope.
Probably
No
not.
pants.
Probably not.
He
But-
does have pants on in Arkham Knight, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
No pants. Ever.
Yeah, I'm team no pants Man Bat.
Yeah, no
I mean,
pants.
hey,
Show me them bat legs.
We even saw Hulk with no pants in Ragnarok.
Yes, we did.
True.
Boy dropped his towel.
Anyway, I thought it was really sloppy of Ellen and Ethan as detectives to already be calling Batman Langstrom with very little evidence, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was dumb.
it was kind of dumb. And I think the show was trying to also move the obviously the viewers knew. I don't know, the show, I think the episode they did try hard to make it look like Batman could have been Langstrom with the bats flying to Wayne Tower and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, for a second there, I was like, oh boy, did they catch him?
Yeah. But yeah, that was kind of That's kind of dumb. It was sloppy work, I would say.
Speaking of the bats, though, have we ever seen bats in the actual Batcave yet?
I don't know.
We've seen them
No,
everywhere
I-
Oh,
else.
Yeah, we have seen
Yeah.
it everywhere else.
I don't remember ever seeing them there at this point in the show yet. So that'll be interesting to track. We should track that going
Bat
forward.
noises at the end of the episode.
Yeah, but I mean, this Batcave is it's almost more high tech than any other one.
It is, and I think that's something the show is like emphasizing is tech.
And I like that.
A lot of. Just don't like the car.
Yeah, like other than the car, like his bat gadgets have been pretty neat.
Yeah.
We all
And
have our opinions.
they go for like a different, like they have the whole neon blue or like the blue lining.
Oh, yeah.
So
I like that. I like the blue.
I like the blue a lot.
Corporate synergy.
Exactly. Now, all right, since we're talking about it, what do you all think of the Batarangs?
I think they're awesome.
I like them a
I
lot.
like them.
I think they're too big. Too big.
I mean, they're big.
They are a little chunky.
They're gonna take some people out.
Yeah.
I guess so, but like, yeah, I think they're a little too big.
I just want to know where he stores them.
Yeah,
In that little diaper thing.
and a little
Yeah.
bat belt. His utility belt.
They're all
Yeah,
in the
they
utility
fold up.
belt.
They fold up.
Yeah, they fold up, but still, they're too big for me. I think they should be smaller.
Yeah, it'd be kind of hard for him to throw three of them at once, like all wedged in his knuckles, like he does sometimes.
Yeah,
That is.
Does he do that at all in these 6 episodes?
I don't believe he does.
Not
He's
through.
like one at a time.
Yeah.
Because I think the trade-off is these batarangs are bigger, but they also like are all remote controlled. I think,
I think
or at least they have that capability.
Some of them
specific
are.
ones are.
Like he's thrown a bunch of them, and like they make like this little green glow, and they come back to him. So there's some kind of tech in it.
Yeah. Definitely, especially with the ones that blow up. Like you can tell that the tech's wired. in
Yeah.
them.
Oh yeah, But that's when he does throw 3 at one time. In the
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he does throw a couple at
Mr. Freeze fight. He throws 3 at one time, but only one
Oh,
of them.
yeah.
You're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So it's possible.
It is possible. I mean, obviously it's a cartoon show. It's possible.
Got them big man hands.
Yeah.
Bruce's hands are just huge.
Yeah. But that's something
big
else about the
hands.
art style of this show. Everyone's hands are like ginormous, like sausage fingers,
True.
like really long.
Yeah.
Kind of hot. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
It is a lot.
I think of all. Yeah, this might have been my least favorite episode. Thinking about it, like I think I might like the Penguin one a little more than this one. Although I did like the whole little scene where he's fighting Man-Bat at the end, and then like Batman just like gets his bat glider out, and he's like, "Let's see who's the real Bat."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty sick. That was pretty sick.
Yeah,
That
he
was
like
pretty awesome.
went inside his back and then turned it to a jetpack. I was like, all right.
I love this.
Yeah, like when his cape transformed, that was sick.
I love that.
I love that.
Which he
so
does
cool.
in the Firefly episode.
Also, question: why is his cape so freaking long?
I love the
There's like
It's
4
So long.
on the ground.
Yeah, it just it's there to strike the fear, you know, and he just wants a real big cape to strike extra fear into the hearts of his enemies.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be
I hope he washes it.
like I think it's something the
Otherwise,
show
it's nasty.
is like he moves so swiftly and fast, but all you hear is the cape.
Mm.
You know, it's
Yeah.
just like the cape flapping in the wind.
big cape. I love the giant cape.
Big cape Batman.
I really
Oh,
like
I love it. I'm just questioning the practicality.
There is none. There really isn't any. I don't think, other than maybe when he's falling.
If it's bulletproof, there's that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. It is
True.
bulletproof because
Bulletproof,
he guarded Alfred.
Yeah, it's bulletproof, ice beam proof, solar beam proof.
So you need a big cape for extra
Yeah.
protection.
Extra protect.
There you go.
So should we move on to the Mr. Freeze episode?
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Yeah,
This was a good episode.
Okay.
this was my favorite episode. This was
I
my
know-
favorite episode.
I know Josh has some hot takes
Yeah.
on Mr.
I do
Freeze.
have hot takes on it. Yes. All right.
So should we start with positive or negative? Because both of you really liked this episode. I enjoyed it too. And Josh, I know has some negative things to say. So where do we want to begin?
Let's lead with the negatives. Josh, give us your complaints.
All right.
Complain us.
These complaints before. I do not like Mr. Freeze's origin story.
Oh yeah, it's super lame.
I
Yeah,
really
it's
do not
generic.
like it. And I think one of the most appealing things about Mr. Freeze was his search to help Nora, but Nora is not in the picture whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like,
There was a little cutaway to him, like with his girlfriend, who I presume is probably Nora, but like they don't really mention her.
yeah.
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 There was like a picture on his dashboard in his car of her.
Yeah.
I thought that was like just his girlfriend or whatever. So, I mean, obviously Nora was his wife, but that was like, to me, one of the most appealing things about the origin of Mr. Freeze was Nora Freeze, in that instance. So then he gets in an accident, he has his skin condition, and then he's like, I gotta save Nora. But
Was that actually like? Did that appear in the first time in Batman animated series, like that version of his origin story?
Yeah, that was the first version, but then they kept with that origin and made it canon. So I was like,
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's definitely the best origin for Mr. Freeze.
stuck to the
Oh
origin.
yeah.
And instead, this origin is he's like running away from Batman because he's a jewel thief, and then gets trapped in this, chamber, and instead of dying, he gets electrocuted and iced at the same time.
Yeah.
Yup.
And it
And-
froze,
Seems legit.
it electrocuted the frozen blood.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
able to live.
That's how it works. That's how it works.
Yeah, that's definitely how it works, dude. We should
If
give
you
it.
like that.
Anybody gonna give it? I'll give it a try.
Okay. Let's do some experiments, guys.
Don't try this at home, kids.
Yeah. So yeah, that's one thing I don't like about the episode is his origin story.
Okay. But then switching to something more positive, how sick are the powers?
Okay.
So cool.
I really like his powers.
It's
Yeah.
a lot cooler than a cold gun, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
way better than
And-
Batman and Robin. Oh gosh.
I love his design a lot in this show. A
It's
lot
Yeah,
more
his
than
design is
the
really
original.
cool.
So you like the
I love his design.
versus having to maintain his body kind of thing, like.
Yeah.
Dude, he looks lit in the show. I don't care. He looks awesome.
He does still. I mean, they did mention that the suit protects his body from the heat and all that.
Yeah.
does
Yeah, he
protect
just
his
has
body,
more
so-
control over it because I like how they incorporate his own ice into his suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his helmet. Is his own ice.
That does basic.
Yeah.
That's more, I guess, I don't know, realistic or practical. Like, dude, why don't you just use some of your own ice? Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved
And
I
he-
loved all of his puns and everything he
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Oh, the puns
many
were
puns.
hilarious.
So many.
So
Have a nice day.
Oh my gosh.
Or the baby, it's cold outside. That was my favorite
Oh,
one. It
that
was so
was
good.
so good.
Dude.
So good.
My favorite line actually came from Batman when he was just like, "You bring the chill, I'm gonna bring the thaw."
I thought that was lame.
He's like, "All right, I'm coming."
Oh man.
I
Oh.
think the reason this was my favorite episode of these 6 was that I felt like Mr. Freeze provided the funnest challenge for Batman to overcome.
Oh yeah. Oh definitely.
You had to think outside the box, I think, really, for this one.
You had to think inside of the ice dome, not outside the box.
Inside
Inside
the
the
ice.
ice.
Inside the ice box.
Yeah.
And what I loved. Let's get to the Batman suit.
Okay,
That Batman suit.
that's like
Oh,
gotta
so
save the-
cool.
So cool.
That was an amazing suit.
Dude, that suit was my favorite. Oh my.
I love
Oh man.
the no mouth
Oh, that
The
was
no
and then
mouth
the
was just-
flamethrowers.
Flame
Yes.
forwards.
so good.
Mm.
That
Mm.
suit was awesome.
And with the little skis,
Like-
the little skis.
Yeah.
Little bat skis.
Okay, that did kind of give me some throwback to when in Batman and Robin, when Batman and Robin just
Oh,
like lick their boots
Definitely.
and have little ice skates.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh my.
Well, because like
yeah. But
I was
come
thinking
on,
about like
these look lit.
this version of like the Batman kind of like takes what Batman and Robin and like even Batman Forever was trying to do with his gadgets and makes them like blend with the world a lot better.
Oh, I totally agree. I agree. Like, that's one thing I didn't like about Batman and Robin as well is his gadgets were kind of big, not so practical. But
Yeah, they're all chunky.
yeah, they're all chunky and their suits are kind of impractical. But yeah, I think in this show they make it work a little bit better than Batman and Robin or Batman Forever tried to do. But yeah, the Mr. Freeze episode.
But yeah, like
I liked it.
What about that takedown though with the car?
Oh,
Oh man, I was just gonna say that. That was so cool, so cool. And where he's like, you missed me, Bat. And then he turns on the thrusters and just blasts him into the zone. So cool.
Mr. Freeze,
torches him.
Freeze
Batman.
is like 2 words for you. Snow tires. He's like, that's what you think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I felt like this episode had the most one-liners, and I felt like more of them hit than not.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, definitely a lot of one-liners,
I
especially
loved him.
first or that last fight in the ice dome. A ton of one-liners.
Oh yeah. Just an overall good episode.
Yeah, and the bat suit, I think, in
Mhm.
my opinion, takes the cake.
Oh yeah.
That was my favorite part. Of
Oh yeah,
it. It
It was
was
beautiful.
favorite moment so far for me.
Easy.
Like I would love to see a rendition of the black Batman suit without the mouth.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Or yeah, if
Yeah,
it's
man.
That'd be
just
sick.
like that but solid black, I mean that would be awesome.
Hmm.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Problem is he has to breathe. He's got to breathe.
I
Well,
mean,
yeah, but like it's just a mask, man.
yeah, like all superheroes, just a mask.
True.
Like Spider-Man.
Just a mask.
Yeah, like Spider-Man.
Like Deadpool can
Yeah.
breathe.
Well, Deadpool doesn't even need to breathe.
Deadpool don't need to breathe.
Yeah,
That's true.
doesn't
The
even.
lack of oxygen probably contributes to the insanity.
Fair.
True.
Yeah, my favorite episode.
So any other thoughts on the freeze?
I think we have encapsulated it pretty well.
I think we'll see him obviously again.
Oh yeah. Later on, one of my favorite episodes from the entire show has to do with Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, I think we'll see him again.
Ooh.
I think it's gonna
Oh
be
wow.
great. I hope it's a Batman and Robin episode because that'll be an interesting dynamic to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It'll be a while, but it'll be interesting.
yeah. Robin doesn't come in for a while, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
So, we
Let's
ready
talk
for
Catwoman.
All right. Who
Girl.
likes this Selena Kyle?
I like Selena.
I like
Kyle.
her.
All right, Anthony, do you
I
like?
like her.
All right, I like.
The actual design for the Catwoman suit. I'm kind of iffy on.
Okay, I think
Yeah, how do you feel about the big
think
ears?
it's great, but
Uh,
they tried to kind of go retro a little bit with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Yeah.
think take out the orange goggles. I think everything
Yeah.
was. I like the big ears. They're usually like not there, but I'm like, this works for the show because it's, it's how this show is. So I
Yeah.
like the ears, but I did not like the orange like the orange goggles. They could totally take that out, and I would.
I
be
like.
for.
I'm actually the opposite.
I like the
I thought the
goggles.
ears could have been
Really?
shrunk, and I like the goggles. Yeah.
I like the goggles because I just finished reading Batman Hush, and she's got the goggles in that one. I like them.
Huh.
I like
never
the
really,
goggles.
I've never really
Does
been a
have
fan
the
of
goggles, but they're not that big and bulky. They're distracting to me.
Yeah, same.
They're pretty big and bulky.
Like
I like them though. I think they add to her unique design besides just being Batman but girl.
Which
Okay.
this
Yeah, and I'm
episode
glad
touched
she
on a
doesn't.
lot.
I'm glad she doesn't have a tail.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been weird. Yeah.
Give her the tail. Give me the tail.
There are some Catwomans that have a tail, aren't there?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Catwoman's that what? Oh yeah, that have a tail. Yeah, I don't like.
There's
Did
a
the
couple
Batman
versions of
animated
tail.
series Catwoman have a tail?
Yes, I think no.
I don't think so.
I do like her
I
design.
can't remember.
It's like a gray design.
I don't remember either.
It's
Yeah,
really.
I like the gray design.
She
I don't
had-
like her black design whenever they do like the change in art style.
That was
Yeah,
the
for the
original
new
purple
adventures.
design. Purple
Yeah.
was her first one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
purple
Yeah.
was the first one. But I liked the gray design that she had in Batman animated series.
Yeah, she didn't have
Oh,
a
I
tail.
think I remember her design. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she doesn't have a tail. Okay, that's right. Yeah.
I don't know. I really like this design. I think it's good design. I like it. Even the ears.
Mhm.
The ears are all right. I really like this.
Yeah,
design.
they're fine. I mean,
mainly because on this show, I think the show makes it work because it's weird like that.
yeah, it fits with this art style really well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So,
Plot.
what did you all think of the flirtation between the two?
I mean, in this show and in Batman the Animated Series, they started flirting hard early. So in this one, she obviously went after him first, was just like super flirty with him. So I liked it. I love the flirting with Batman and Catwoman because it's kind of like the realization that he could maybe be with her because she understands his lifestyle and she's not all bad.
True.
Like she only has like some, she's kind of a thief, but Batman's morality, his moral grounds, sometimes wavers. So he's like, I'm down with Selena Kyle. So I enjoy any Batman Catwoman flirting. I love it.
I didn't really get.
I
much
thought it fit
reciprocity.
pretty well.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with it.
I didn't really see him flirting much back. There wasn't much reciprocity.
No.
There was a little bit towards the end.
Towards
Yeah.
the end.
Yeah, a little bit.
But it wasn't like where he like was saying no. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't like, I don't like this flirting. Quit it. Stop it, please. No, I don't like.
I like their flirtatious body language when they're going like trying to escape.
Flirtatious, like their body language in the fights and stuff like that, and how much of a duo they were.
Yeah.
Some of the best choreography that we've seen so far.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Very fluid.
So yeah, I enjoyed that. And this Catwoman, I wish they'd just get rid of the orange goggles. Like
I like the goggles, man.
I don't.
I will say.
Pro goggles.
I will say in defense of them, I was just looking at the pictures again. It makes her look more cat-like because like it looks like the beady eyes that a cat would have.
Yeah, but she never puts them on. She always has them right above her eyes. So she like rarely.
No, she puts them on.
I mean,
no, they're on.
In the show, they're on.
Yeah, they're on.
They're on all the time.
Okay, let me see.
Josh, did you watch this episode?
I did watch this episode.
I don't know if you watched this episode because you don't have your goggle wiki on lock in your brain.
Okay, I guess.
I think you're thinking of a different Catwoman.
Yeah.
Okay, no, this is it. Okay, so I don't know if I can. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna save this episode or this. Oh no! Why'd you do that?
Can you
All
share
right.
the screen with us?
All in favor of the goggles, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Looks like it's a 50-50, boys.
Yeah.
Big goggle fan. Team
Big
goggles.
fan.
Well,
Freaking
I guess our
Tweet at
viewers,
me with my non-existent Twitter.
All right.
Hashtag goggle boys.
Okay, so there's some scenes here where she doesn't.
That's
have
what she's
her-
putting on her mask.
No, but there are
Well, yeah.
multiple scenes where she doesn't have her goggles on her eyes, and I hate it when she does that.
okay.
Anyways,
That's like one scene.
no, there's multiple scenes. I watched this episode like 3 times in the past month.
Three
Wow.
times.
That's
Why'd
actually
you watch it
What,
3 times?
why?
Because I watched it when I was watching before, and then I watched it some of it again to catch up and see if I missed anything, and then for you guys I watched it.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
Team goggles. All the way.
Well, our
Team goggles.
viewers, I guess, can comment below if we're posting this on somewhere they can comment, and they could decide.
Bam.
for us.
There you go.
Yeah.
Bam.
Let's settle this debate.
Bam. Bam.
Did anything else stand out? What did you all think of the villains? Was it Yakuza?
I thought it was meh.
The
That
Yakuza,
was-
The Yakuza? I thought they were just meh.
I don't like
Yeah,
how
they were lame.
Yeah.
but yeah. Like the
And also, did oh, go ahead, Josh.
like the reporter, he called it Yakuza, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Yakuza. It's Yakuza.
Yeah, like did Batman just take down the entire Yakuza like by accident?
Yeah,
Yup.
basically, like totally trying to fight
Batman's just
Catwoman.
OP.
Turns out he took.
I
down-
thought the plot. I thought the first half of the episode was a little slow with him, like with her stealing his stuff. I was like, that's kind of interesting, but it was just kind of boring.
Yeah.
And
Like
then
it went a little bit long.
Yeah.
It was cool seeing how all of his tech worked, though.
yeah, that's true. With all the Batwave.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
you got
'cause,
to see the Batwave
like we
in
were-
all of its glory.
Yeah. Because like we were saying before, like this version of Batman uses like a more unified network for all of his gadgets.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
I thought it was pretty. I like the comedy of seeing Selena Kyle messing with it and just the Batcave just malfunctioning.
Yeah, I thought it was okay.
I mean, it wasn't over the top. I mean, yeah, it wasn't the best, but I enjoyed it for what it was.
Yeah, and instead of being 10 minutes long, it could have been 5 minutes long, and that would
Yeah,
have been a little tighter.
yeah, it went on for a while.
Just so we could see,
Yeah, I think so
just
too.
so we could see some more Batman Catwoman interplay.
I wish they fought a little more. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
Well, they will.
They fought for like a minute, and then he broke his back, and then she's like, "I'm taking your belt." That was it.
Yeah, she really liked taking his belt and taking the like belt clip part.
Yeah.
She looked
She
good
pulled
with
it
the belt.
off. It looked
Okay,
it looked
that's
right on.
She
Her.
looked good with the belt.
She did look good with the belt.
I think that's something they emphasized in the show is the curiosity kind of standpoint. Like, she just does things because she's curious.
Yeah.
You know, which is, curiosity.
Yeah, she's a lot more playful than some other versions of Catwoman.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I like the Batman. The Batman. Oh my gosh, she's not playful at all. She's kind of flirty, but she's real dark and grim.
From where?
In the movie.
Oh, the movie. Yeah.
The movie.
She is insane in the movie.
Yeah, in the movie, yeah, she's just insane. She like rose from the dead kind of thing, and then
Yeah, like
becomes
talk about like the whole one bad day thing. That's literally
that's
her in the
literally
movie.
what it is. She was pushed off the top of a really tall building by her boss, and he left her for dead. And
then Cat started eating her fingers.
Yeah, Cat started eating
Oh,
her fingers,
Wait,
and like
which movie is this?
the
Batman Returns.
Oh. Yikes.
It is a wild movie.
it is a wild movie. It's like 1990, I think it came out.
Yeah,
okay, but Cat's
like
eating her
90 or
fingers
91.
is kind of hot though. It's kind of hot. Though.
What?
It's kind of hot when the cats eat their fingers. You know what I'm saying? Pretty hot.
Totally.
Not gonna lie.
Want to hear a story about a cat in my finger one time?
What?
Oh, go ahead. Shoot, JC. Go
I
ahead.
have tats all over my fingers because of the cat we have here.
Wait, what?
But you're into that kind of thing, so it's fine.
I said no such thing.
Oh, goodness.
He's
So-
bit. All right, go.
So
Jason.
when I was, I don't know, like 10 or so, 10 or 11 probably, I'm gonna say that. We had this one cat in my house, and she started like having seizures or something. And it just went on.
Oh, no.
It just went on for like a couple months. But she would like go into this random like seizure mode. And like with my dad, he was just like sitting there at the kitchen
guys.
table, like eating breakfast or whatever. And she's just like goes up to him and she like starts having a seizure or something, but she somehow like bites into his finger. And she's like,
Oh, no.
on. Like her tooth is inside his finger. It's like one of her main teeth. And he's just like trying to swat her off, and she's just like holding on. And eventually she gets off, and then he just has this hole in his finger kind of, and then he has to go tend to it and everything. And then fast forward a few months, the same thing happens to me. Bitten into the finger
Dude.
and having to like get her off.
Oh, man.
And I don't know if I still have a scar or not. I don't think so.
Poor cat.
But-
Like he's
So,
like,
I
some love.
hold on my finger basically. Like she was in there. It was rough.
It's a wonder you didn't become Catwoman, JC.
I know, right?
Yeah. Nice Catwoman thighs.
Yeah.
That's what JC needs.
Oh, yeah. Real
True.
nice.
Yeah.
So if I'm hiding superpowers from you, it's definitely cat-based superpowers.
Oh,
So this was the last episode we watched, right?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Firefly episode is next.
Yeah. That'll be.
yeah. I figured we would watch the first 6, then we would watch the next 7 for the next episode of this
Okay,
year's
yeah.
show.
'Cause
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
That way we'll finish season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all the seasons are 13 episodes, right?
Yep. So 10 weeks if we do it like that.
Oh man.
So, how are you guys enjoying the series of red, orange, green? Green being the best, orange being the middle, red being, man, this ain't good.
Well,
Wait,
definitely.
what does orange mean?
Yeah, like
It's like it's all right.
can we
Well,
not
I'm in
have a
between
fourth
orange
color?
and green.
Can we have a fourth color?
Yeah. Like overall, like
I wouldn't give it.
Chartreuse.
I wouldn't give it a green for great. I wouldn't give it a meh for orange. I would give it a good. So whatever like is in between those
Yeah.
two. That's
Yellow?
what I.
Oh, nice purple. Nice purple.
Oh, purple.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit that purple button.
I
Yeah.
like purple. I
I'm
like
gonna hit
purple.
the purple button too.
I think, I don't know, there's two schools of thought that go along with the Batman, where they really like season 1 and 2 the best because it's Batman by himself and just exploring the character.
Mm.
But then in seasons 3 through 5, we really get to see, you know, Batgirl, Robin,
The Bat family.
Bat family. We get to see the Justice League, and that's what excites me more. So I think the show builds over time in a lot of really cool ways. So
Gotcha.
I'm not quite,
Okay.
you know, season 1 and 2 kind of drags for me a little bit. I still like it, but it's not as exciting. So
Yeah.
So what color?
It's
are
more
you,
like
JC?
Monster of the Week.
yeah, I think I'm purple. I like that. It is solid. I love
What color are
the
you,
show.
I
Anthony?
think honestly, I think besides like this slow on a couple episodes in towards the beginning, but I really enjoyed most of what it threw at me. So I think I give it a green.
Yeah.
I think it's a green.
There we
Oh.
go.
Oh,
I really liked it.
Oh,
Alright.
there we go.
I like
Okay.
All right. Let me take this a step further.
Good.
How would each of you rank all the episodes?
it.
I can go first if you
So
want.
that's
I've got it
hard.
pretty
I have to
solidified.
remember all of them.
All right, I'll go first. So
Okay.
my least favorite, going from least favorite to most favorite. Least favorite Man Bat episode. I thought he was just kind of annoying and generic as a villain.
Okay.
Then the Penguin episode, because I feel like Penguin is probably the villain they took the least amount of liberties with, and so it was the least interesting for me. Then the Bane episode, because it did have some fun stuff at the end, but like overall kind of meh. Then like the top 3 episodes I really liked. The Bat and the Belfry episode, obviously the Joker's great. Can't wait to see more of him. Then number 2 is the Catwoman episode. Loved their kind of dynamic. And then number 1's Mr. Freeze, because that suit is just so sick.
I love the Mr. Freeze episode
Man.
so much. So
There's-
good.
There's a Joker episode that's coming in this next viewing that we have that's pretty insane.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's pretty wild. I don't know if I want to.
think I remember
I don't know if I want to spoil the premise.
Don't spoil. No spoils.
Let's not spoil it for our
No
viewers.
spoilers.
Okay.
Josh, no spoiling on this
I'm just
podcast
saying,
ever.
like, I
Never.
want to talk about this episode already because it was crazy. But Curtis, I agree. But I'm gonna switch Catwoman and Batman and the Belfry. I'm gonna make Batman
Okay. Yeah.
my number 2, Joker episode number 2, and Catwoman number
Nice. I think there's a pretty definitive like split between like my favorite 3 and like the other 3.
Yeah, I would agree too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a tier list, at least
Okay.
for me.
I think I'm ready for
JC.
my top 6. Okay. I think starting at the bottom, I'm also going to put Call of the Cobblepot. Then I think I'm going to go Traction, the Bane episode.
Oh.
Okay.
Really?
Then I'm going to go The Man Who Would Be Bat, because I really liked
Okay.
seeing the CEO, Bruce Wayne, even if only for a few minutes.
That is a pro.
True. And I did love that awesome little sign language scene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that scene.
Mom,
It was
some weirdos at my door.
He was so genuine and caring. That was amazing.
Oh yeah.
Then I would put The Cat in the Bat. Then I'm putting The Big Chill, Mr. Freeze.
Okay.
And at the top,
Ooh.
Joker, Bat in the Belfry.
Yeah, actually,
All right.
Joker episode, Batman and the Belfry, and Big Chill are really close in my book.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I put Catwoman a little lower. It still is my number 3, but I really enjoyed the Batman and the Belfry. I don't know if it's because of the nostalgia or Joker, because I'm a huge Batman fan. I mean, it could be, but I really enjoyed that episode.
Yeah. So my ranking, I think I would put the Penguin episode at the bottom because honestly, I thought it was pretty boring the first 2/3 until the final fight.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. And then I would put I'd put the Man-Bat episode after that. I really do like the Man-Bat design. I think it's pretty cool. I like how it's more white than brown as it's usually portrayed.
Yeah.
Kind of albino kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then I really liked how Bruce Wayne acted in that one because he was a little more sassy in that one, you know?
Yeah, he was.
It was like that whole line. Oh man, good stuff.
Yeah. And then the Bane one is after that. I think the thing that would have made the Bane one better for me if I liked his design a little.
Yeah,
his design
that's
is just
true.
kinda,
His
it's like he's not four arms, you know.
His
He ain't
design
Ben
was
10.
cool. But yeah, he does look like a straight up Ben 10 character. Like
Yeah. But I did like the Alfred and him bonding stuff, and Alfred not taking him to the hospital, kind of thing, and
well,
it did.
About to. He
Yeah,
like,
but then he's like, "Oh man," he would be
and then
revealed
he's like,
as
"There's
the
police
Batman.
there. Now I gotta go."
So I thought the episode was a little bit of a homage to the Nightfall storyline, a little bit, which I thought was pretty cool.
A little bit.
A little bit,
but just his design just needs some help. Then after that, let's see. Yeah, then after that, man. Yeah, I think I put the Catwoman episode after that. I really like her design a lot. Her not suited up form, her regular person form, I really like. And I also I'm Team Goggles.
I like the dark hair.
Dark hair and she kind of has almost
gang?
like the Goggle Gang. There we go.
Yeah, isn't she only blonde?
No,
she was in animated series.
but
in the animated series and in Batman Returns, she was blonde.
Yeah.
In
But
Batman
other
and
than
Alfred,
that, she's
she has
usually
black
dark-haired.
short hair. Yeah. But yeah, I really like that episode a lot. And then let's see. And then the Joker episode. I really like that episode. I love the take on the Joker. Pretty lit. And then Mr. Freeze episode. Pretty hype.
Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Pretty hype. That suit. I know it's probably not coming back, but please bring it back.
Just once. Come on.
Yeah, I wish honestly it would have been cool to like have this going on while the show was running live, like airing live. Like,
Yeah.
That's like some of the appeals that are like the podcasts that I'm listening to. Like the appeal is that it's giving it takes about stuff that's live, so we don't like know about it yet. But
Sure.
I've never watched anything past season 1 of the Batman. So
Yeah, me neither.
So me and Curtis are kind of going in blind. So it's kind of the same thing.
Well,
you never know. Maybe the Batman will have a huge audience in the future, kind of like how Avatar is getting a new audience on Netflix right now.
True.
Maybe.
Did give a
Never know.
Young Justice got enough to bring back that season 3, which was not as good as season 1 and 2, but still kind
Unfortunately not.
There was just too much going on, honestly, in season
it had its moments.
Way too much going on. And it didn't even leave off where I wanted it to. Like, it didn't even, like, what everybody wanted season 3 was because of what happened at the end of season 2.
Yeah.
That's the reason everyone wanted it. And they're like, you know, this happened. What happens next? What happens next? And, like, do we ever really find out?
Time jump.
Yeah.
Time jump. That's Time Jump the show right there.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, man. But I guess for foreshadowing words here, great Joker episode is coming up. And
I eagerly anticipate it.
yes.
Yeah.
And watch out for Ethan that detective there, he has some interesting stuff.
He has a solid.
yeah,
storyline.
Josh.
Yeah, he does. They give him a solid storyline that you'll be able to.
Yep.
We will have no shortage of things to talk about next time. That is for sure.
I don't think so.
Awesome.
Like, man.
So where are we uploading this to, or how are people going?
Well, I have it downloading. I guess I should stop it. All right, are we good on that?
Yeah.
Do we
Well, what is the name of our show?
I said Dim Boys Talk Stuff.
No.
I know it's so generic.
Oh gosh.
Couldn't really come up with anything else. All right.
What
Do we
about
want to come up with something here?
what about did
Well, because
is this gonna
are we gonna
is
stick?
this
Are we gonna stick to reviewing / discussing cartoons?
See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, are we going to do that? How long are we going to stick with this show? Like, till all 5 seasons?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I figured
mean,
we'd
probably.
do that, and then we just pick a different show.
That's like 10 weeks worth of content.
Yeah.
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 All right, so
We can
that's
do
10
this now.
and then someone else picks something else that we can either review a
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Or,
Now is this with cartoons, is this specifically superhero cartoons too? Or
Yes,
is it
that's what I was
specifically
trying to
DC?
figure out. Like, are we gonna?
That'll determine our
I don't
going.
think we should keep it DC.
No.
Nah.
Honestly, I have
Yeah.
a list of what we should review next. But I mean, yeah. So I have
What about Zero Hero Podcast?
Zero Hero Podcast. So that's
Oh.
the heroes.
What's
I mean,
the,
yeah, we can stick to heroes maybe.
what's the zero part?
I don't know. Josh's opinions. Oh.
Oh, jokes! man. We got jokes.
Yeah.
Well, I introduced episode 0 of Them Boys Talk Stuff, where we talk stuff. We know enough about heroes to talk about it, but not enough to really. I don't know. So
What about
name?
something like Dim Boys Talk Shows? Because I feel like we'll probably do a few one-off movies, but I feel like we'll stick to the shows
Okay.
mostly.
What about shows with the boys?
Okay.
Shows with
Talking shows with the boys.
the boys or the boys?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about branding.
No, that's
I'm branding this,
pretty
and
early, like you gotta, if you have a good name that makes it appealing, and also lets the audience know about what we are really talking about.
Well, then what about we have a fake company name, like Variant Comics, right? What if we had like the boys, just like pick something like generic but sounds professional / fun. That's what we need.
we also wait. Are we going to upload this to like YouTube, or how are we doing this?
I mean, we could make a YouTube page if you want to.
Because we need to figure out how people.
Are we going to edit this any?
That's where I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
Me neither.
The
Me
editing?
neither.
Yeah, does anybody know how to edit?
I can do that.
Does Dariana know how to edit?
I know how to edit.
Okay.
I know how to edit, bro.
Well, I
We
guess
got an
maybe,
editor
I
on
can actually
board?
do it completely.
maybe we can send this to Anthony then, and he can cut out like the first 20 minutes and the last 20 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Because
All
that
right.
was rough. This is rough.
Yeah, I can.
Make a
Yeah,
YouTube-
I know how to do that actually completely on my phone too.
That's perfect.
Yeah, and we can make
Well,
a
there you go.
Because if we're doing this YouTube, we need a name that's searchable. People need to run into us accidentally. It can't be too specific.
So then we should have a
Well,
name
then we gotta use.
group, and then this segment is called something, like whatever it is. Like Variant Comics, that's like the name of the company or whatever, like you said. But
Yeah.
when he has the history of content that he does, he has when he just literally talks about his favorite stuff, he calls it some stuff. It's literally
Yeah.
just some stuff.
So we could have different segments or different running, themes or shows.
All right, so our group, that's what we should come up with, is a group name.
Group name. That has to be
Yeah.
short, relatively short, and searchable.
Yeah.
Something that'll attract an audience.
Mm.
So we have to figure out who our target market is. So far, we have DC fans. We have to think about, who we're targeting if we're actually making a show out of this. And that'll inform where we go with shows in the future as well.
Dark Knight Boys.
And that limits us to Batman.
I mean, we could like stop this episode and just like come up with some stuff later or whatever. Or if you guys just want.
Wait, what about cartoons and capes?
Do you want me to stop the recording now and then we can just continue talking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop.
So do we want to have some kind of an outro though? Maybe without a name at this point. But
Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to think. Are we gonna do an outro?
Yeah, we should.
But we don't
can
even
leave
know the
them-
name of the segment or our group.
Well, we can.
See you next time.
We can just wish our viewers goodbye and leave them in suspense as to our name for a future episode.
Don't forget to drink water. See you, fellas. How's that?
For all you thirsty fellas
Stay in
out
school.
there, don't forget to drink water. And stay safe.
Just drink water, guys. See you
Signing
later.
off, I'm voice Josh Shelton. We have
I'm
our
Curtis Cooper.
JC
I am
Brown,
Anthony Dog.
thank you all so
Anthony
much
Dog.
for joining us.
yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe, or do whatever we do that we upload it wherever.
It's been real.
Share it with your
It's been
friends
fun.
if you liked it or if you want to make fun of us.
It's been real fun.
Thank you, JC.
We only did this for the hits.
Yeah.
For the hits.